it's much more obvious when you're looking at researchers, right? Because they've got the experience, the publications, all of that are aligned to what we do. For the general population, I want to hear the story behind it. As I described, we hire a lot of people that come out of corporate. I receive, I mean, in this market, it might be a little bit different. As we know, it's a bit of a tough market for job seekers, but, hundreds and hundreds of applications per role. I want to hear the why more than I want to see the skills and experience. When it comes to a CV, I can look at someone's LinkedIn profile and I can see that they've got the experience. I don't spend so much time honing in on, okay, they've ticked all these boxes of the PD. I want to hear why, and those personal stories really touch me and they really open up those conversations. I have a friend that has, gone through testicular cancer. It was a really terrible time for my friend's loved ones. And, the real face of men's health isn't always just the man, right? We all have men in our lives, whether that's husbands, brothers, uncles, colleagues, friends, right? So for people to be able to support their application, to tell me the why do they want to come in? Because I know those people are going to be really connected to what we do, really passionate about what we do, and really engaged and doing powerful and meaningful work. That to me is more valuable than years of experience, qualifications, because I know they're going to come in and because that's what they want to do. They see the power and the impact that we have. So yeah, that's really what I look for. The skills are always going to be there. If we're recruiting technology people, I need to know their coding language. I need to know, all of that, right? But the story is definitely pivotal for me, in terms of what I look for.
And you're talking about candidates' stories and how that impacts them. We also know that you create community through Rubber Band, where I'm sure people are sharing their stories and networking. So first off, if people have never heard of it before, can you explain what Rubber Band is and what being the chief bander means?
I know. And Bander was a nickname that just came about and it kind of stuck. I set up Rubber Band during COVID because the recruitment industry in Australia and I'm assuming globally were really heavily impacted when organisations had said, okay, we're not going to hire during this period. Economic uncertainty. We don't know how long this pandemic's going to go on for. So a lot of people were made redundant or stepped down from their roles. And again, that mental health side, people were really suffering. And I set up a Facebook group for my friends because I had all these chats going on with my friends in the industry that were going through a rough time. And I was seemed to have been the fortunate person that was still employed. And I just thought, I've got to do something about this, right? I'm so lucky that I'm getting up every day and still doing my work, and so many others aren't. And I just felt dreadful about that, right?